Hello everyone, this is Jordan, and in this short video I'm going to cover a few interesting trade examples, least interesting for me, based on the SRS, of course, as this video is dedicated to SRS Pro. And as you can probably see already, I'm currently at srstrendradar.com. Under the performance tab you will be able to see this table, which more or less contains the trades that me, Vladimir, of course, and the trading team are taking. All that is here for you at any time, guys, for you to understand what exactly and how exactly are we trading. Besides the text information here, you can also see the images, screenshots of the exits and entries that we're taking. So I really hope this is going to be beneficial, especially for the people who are still struggling. So let's cover the last 1 or 2 weeks. The trades that I wanted to talk about are right here. So starting with the pound Kiwi, first of all, we had a nice bullish setup. You probably, if you're following, of course, the FX market, know that the pound Kiwi in the past, say, 3 weeks really exploded to the upside, and we can see that on the indicators, the sentiment, all time frames are pointing to the upside. Only momentum on the 4-hour chart is currently showing bearish. Well, currently, based on the time that we took the trade, of course, but overall you can see pretty much everything is pointing to the upside. So what do we have here? We have another push to the upside, and this is where the price managed to stop. This is also where the price created this double wave, and at that point we got the breakout. The breakout, however, happened with a red candle. So the actual entry was executed once we got the bullish candle pattern confirmation, and this is where we actually attacked. So first target reached approximately for 1-to-1, just a few pips above the zone. Of course, we have another level right here, and the second target, the second part of the trade was kicked out in break even. Another interesting one would be the Aussie dollar. This time we're looking for a sell, and if you're following market structures, you will be familiar with this type of structure, which is pointing to the downside. Now, I wouldn't precisely call this an impulse as it comes from the Elliott waves, but it is 3 lower lows, 3 lower highs, which means we're looking for sells. Of course, this is something extra in that case. If you understand price action, that would be fine, but in general we can be checking the SRS Pro indicators. The monitors are all showing bearish, with the most recent candle right here ticking to the red side. Sentiment 2 out of 3, momentum 2 out of 3, and after this structure down, of course everything else confirms. We have this ABC coming with a breakout, and this is exactly where the attack happened. Unfortunately, this one pushed higher just a few candles afterwards, and kicked out this trade in a loss. Another interesting example probably would be the Kiwi CAD, which is more or less again showing the same idea as with the example before that. We have 2 out of 3 for the sentiment pointing to the downside. Momentum, same story, 2 out of 3. Monitors, 4-hour chart, totally bearish, daily bearish, and the last candle pattern here is ticking down. Now, what is more interesting in this case is, again, we're following a double wave. Okay, ABC. Let me just try to draw it a bit better. So we have something like that. Attempt here for a breakout. The price is holding the breakout zone, pushed up, then immediately a rejection, and this is where we got stuck right here, and the candle turned to red. Okay, so this is the place where the attack for the sell started. Once again, target 1 reached just a few pips above the previous low. As we can see, the low technically was reached, but in general, when it comes to this kind of setups, it is better idea, guys, if your at least first target or the place, in other words, the time for management comes right before these swings. So as we have in this case, this is our breakout. You want to manage your trade move, which means basically move the stop loss to break even or TP1, whichever of that is, right? Slightly above this high. Because usually what happens is we see some kind of a reaction from these swings. That of course applies to any strategy, doesn't just apply to this one. So just a friendly advice. Let's cover 1 or 2 more. Pound Kiwi. Again, we're looking for the buys. This time the situation is slightly different. We had the push up, push down, attempt to continue higher, stopped, and right there it started forming a consolidation. Attempt to continue higher failed, okay, broke below, and this break below, at least in my opinion, was an absolute manipulation here to clear the stops based on this one, based on the triangle, right? Because many people would be attempting to buy with the breakout of the trend line, buy with the breakout of the high, or maybe even this high. All of these 3 conditions, which should be, let's make it yellow, which should be here, here, or here, would be triggered. And then surprise, surprise, look where the price is going, clearing stops, and then continuation. That's why I personally really love trading triangles which are false broken, like we have in this case. Well, here we have technically 2 false breaks, but if my direction is bullish, I like to see the triangle false broken to the downside, and then when the bullish breakout comes, it's much more powerful when it comes after this kind of false break, because then the big fishes, smart money is being fed. Okay, they collect these stops and the price continues where it is supposed to continue. In terms of the indicators, it's pretty obvious that we are looking for the buys. We have an entry pattern. At least for me, this is a pretty decent situation with the consolidation, and we're looking for this continuation. Again, target 1 reached, second target kicked out, second part of the trade, kicked out in break even. All right, so let's see pound Aussie. No, this is pretty standard. Dollar cut here. So without even looking at any of those, see what's happening, guys. This is dollar cut 15-minute chart. Even if we don't see what's happening before that, you have some kind of consolidation here. And then when you compare this to that, it's clear that the price is attempting to continue higher. This is perfect because then we have this consolidation zone, and the consolidation zone was preceded by ABC, meaning that this structure is actually being broken, and this is likely going to be continuation to the upside. So basically that's the idea. Besides this one, unfortunately it failed. Price immediately jumped back to the bottom of this range, and this is where the loss was realized. So that would be all as for now, guys. If you have any questions, if you're trading the sRs Pro or you would like to trade the sRs Pro, Please leave your comment below. We'll be glad to assist you and answer all your questions. And of course, don't forget to join our free Telegram channel, the link to which you can find at the bottom in the comment section. Have a wonderful day.